Great Dane to Wilson and Alvarez. Camp Randall Stadium in Madtown, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. This game could have a huge impact on the trajectory of both teams' seasons as each are trying to break into the top 25. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The offense set for a first down play. The give to the back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And an empty backfield here on second and short. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line getting set on second down. Looking to pass. It's locked. He's right on target. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Complementary offensive football, finding just enough balance. And Wisconsin quarterbacks have always done a great job staying within their system.
Stay within the system, stay within yourself, know when to chuck the football. But more importantly, what do you got to do, Reese? You got to take care of the football. Play action, make those plays, but don't put the ball in harm's way.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Badgers will punt it away on fourth down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and made. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense set on first down. Leaves it with the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll line up for a second down play. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Quickly complete. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding this receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires complete. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Part of the DNA of the Washington offense has been a guy who can get it done with his arm.
And just finding a guy that makes everybody around you better, that can make the right decisions, that can highlight your skill positions. That's what gets the Washington fans going crazy, going nuts, and that's when they have those great football teams.
The Huskies are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Rodgers. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On third down, going up top. Pulls it in, it's Hunter. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Trying to turn the corner on the jet sweep. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Defenses have got to play with great eye discipline, especially when you're facing teams that will run the jet sweep. You've got to be able to locate the football extremely quickly, and defense did not do a good job of it that time.
It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. It's complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Dropping back, it's Rodgers. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except the ticket holder.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Looking to throw for it. Into the end zone. Grab near the sticks. It's Hunter. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Washington.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They march 78 yards down the field, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Handoff from the shotgun. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. He'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. It'll be a draw. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
He's marked down at the 29. Now, 4th down.
The Badgers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. Running with power. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Wisconsin, 0.
We've got this third down play to open the quarter. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
And the Huskies will have it 1st and 10. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. First down and 5 after the penalty. Trying to beat them to the edge with the jet sweep. At the 45, on his way. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And that's why you have to have the jet sweep in your repertoire if you're this offense. That receiver has tremendous speed. He's so dangerous in the open field. You saw it on that play.
Washington right back to the line. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Past the first down marker and still running. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown Huskies. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive.
Washington, 14. Wisconsin, 0. Number 95, set to kick this one away.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. From the gun, the ground game. Picks up the first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Wisconsin's had a long list of great running backs, but those big fellas up front, that's a pipeline to pro football.
Unbelievable. Joe Thomas will be proud. Just paving the way, just physical. They always can block the run game so well, and they're going to establish it. Every game Wisconsin plays, they're going to run the football.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
And the Badgers want to move quickly. From the gun, the running back has it. Still on his feet at the 45. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. He's got a head of steam. Boy, he is hard to bring down.
Now on first down from the 43. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run it. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Really good looking run right there. He reminds me of one of the greatest Wisconsin players of all time. Heisman Trophy winner Ron Dayne, who was a teammate of mine with the New York Giants, and he was so good at being patient and setting up blocks. This guy shows that patience as well. He really helps out the running game because he's not in a rush. He just takes his time and carves his way through the defense.
The Badgers with the 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Hit a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. Give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Great job by the whole defense, but how about the little bitty defensive back throwing his face in the fan? I ain't scared. I don't just cover guys. I make tackles.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Keeps the legs moving. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own. Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Wisconsin. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He'll bring it out. It's Reynolds. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
On the ground, it's Coleman. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Wide receiver shows motion. Here's the handoff. Got the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish that tempo. Obviously, harder to throw the football in the rain, so dominant physical trenches.
Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Productive pass offense for the Huskies, and they've had a long line of quarterbacks who've gone on to the pros.
Yeah, a lot of guys that you can think of. Warren Moon obviously was so dynamic, so good, but guys that were surgical, guys that read the defenses, made the decisions, made big plays. That's what the Husky fans want to see.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. New set of downs after that completion. To the air, it's Rodgers. He's got his man.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Jackson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Quick strike complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they are going to be gassed.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. On the move, it's Rodgers. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Man, it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That's the end of the second quarter. Then.